I'm retired from the army and have several skills. My disabilities limit me physically. How do you understand my purpose, my now purpose? Great question. Well, look at the other abilities. You may be limited physically. I don't know what your limitations are physically, but if your mouth still works, if your hand still works, you can work a lot. There's a lot that you can say. There's a lot. These are the three things that if these three things still work, you good to go. Most people look at their disability as a disadvantage, but all disadvantages are your best advantages. Your disadvantages gives you the greatest advantage. I've seen a lot of people who have significant disabilities and are making 20 times more money than all of us combined. You seen a guy who's a motivational speaker. He has no arms, no legs. I know there's a business coach that I follow called Myron Golden who has polio, and he one leg is bigger than the other and he walks with a brace, but he's a multimillionaire. There's a lot of people who allow their minds to see their disadvantages as advantages. So the thing is, disadvantages is a temptation the enemy uses to distance you from having advantage. A disadvantage, when it becomes an advantage, is when you allow your disadvantage to add to your vantage. Your vantage point, like to add from your point of view. Don't you know your vantage point from your experiences, from your time in the army or time throughout life, adds to your vantage, that your disadvantages, your disabilities actually adds to your vantage point to help you see far, to see the audience you were called to reach? What from your vantage point can you have a unique perspective? How can you use your disability that will give you a different perspective that can help others with their disabilities, so that when people see God working through you, through your physical limitations, when they see that if you can do that through your physical limitations, what can I do with what she doesn't have? The Bible talks very clearly about how Jesus wasn't attractive. I know Jesus wasn't attractive because nobody tried to shoot their shot at him. He wasn't an attractive man. God understood that when Jesus understood that when he came into this earth, he was not going to choose a 6'6" LeBron James physique. He didn't come into this world looking handsome. He knew that if the Father can glorify the Son in this a package that is not attractive, and utilize and be utilized as the God man to do great things, then he gonna let us know that no matter what it is that we don't have, we can still glorify God through it, take it to the next level, silence all devils, and be a willing vessel. So when you think of it like that, you say, okay, write down your disadvantages. Now, or your disabilities. Now, write how those disabilities can increase other abilities. I got a young man, not a young man, but a brother of mine that works with me called Coach Mel. Coach Mel is legally blind. Legally blind. I remember I was walking down the stairwell talking to a student, and I walked past Coach, and I'm going down the second stairwell. And when I came back up the stairwell to talk, he said, "Man, I heard everything you said going down." Because he has a disability with his eyes, we know that when a person is unable to see, their hearing has doubled. Their senses are doubled in the other regard. So your disability is increasing another ability. His legal blindness increased his ability to hear. He can hear better than any of us can hear, even though he can't see. So in what areas has your disabilities increased in other abilities? Now, is your speaking ability going to be increased because of that disability? Is your writing ability going to be increased because of that disability? Your motivating factor, your influential impact will be increased. Your ability to be hospitable, your ability to create, your ability to paint, draw, whatever it is. Will not those abilities be increased because of those disabilities? So when you think of it like that, you're like, okay, I got to shift my perspective and not focus on the disability or the disadvantages, but I'm going to see how this disability has increased other abilities, where I can now focus on what I can do and not what I can't do. And then you'll find yourself doing things at a high level. And so check out Myron Golden, hear from his story. I forgot the other gentleman who has no arms, no legs, but is married with children. And ain't stop him from procreating. It ain't stop him from reproducing. He don't got no legs, no arms. And he still got a wife. Still got kids. Multi-millionaire. So it's all about how you view your disabilities. Hope to help.